Ra. I am Ra. I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. I communicate now. Questioner. I may be backtracking a little bit and make a few false starts today, because I think we are at possibly the most important part of what we are doing and trying to make it apparent through questioning how everything is one and how it comes from one intelligent infinity. This is difficult for me to do, so please bear with my errors in questioning. The concept that I have right now of the process, using both what you have told me and some of Dewey Larson's material having to do with the physics of the process, I have a concept that intelligent infinity expands outward from all locations everywhere. It expands outward in every direction uniformly, like the surface of a balloon or a bubble expanding outward from every point everywhere. It expands outward at what is called unit velocity, or the velocity of light. This is Larson's idea of the progression of what he calls space-time. Is this concept correct? Ra. I am Ra. This concept is incorrect, as is any concept of the one intelligent infinity. This concept is correct in the context of one particular logos, or love, or focus of this Creator, which has chosen its, shall we say, natural laws and ways of expressing them mathematically and otherwise. The one undifferentiated intelligent infinity, unpolarized, full and whole, is the macrocosm of the mystery-clad being. We are messengers of the law of one. Unity, at this approximation of understanding, cannot be specified by any physics, but only be activated, or potentiated intelligent infinity due to the catalyst of free will. This may be difficult to accept. However, the understandings we have to share begin and end in mystery. Questioner. Thank you. Well, we had yesterday arrived at a point where we were considering colors of light. You said, the nature of the vibratory patterns of your universe is dependent upon the configurations placed upon the original material or light by the focus of love using its intelligent energy to create a certain pattern of illusions or densities. Then after this material you said that there was further information which you would be happy to share, but we ran out of time. Could you complete the further information on that? Ra. I am Ra. In discussing this information we then, shall we say, snap back into the particular methods of understanding or seeing that which is that the one, sound vibration complex, Dewey offers, this being correct for the second meaning of intelligent infinity. The potential which then through catalyst forms the kinetic. This information is a natural progression of inspection of the kinetic shape of your environment. You may understand each color or ray as being, as we had said, a very specific and accurate portion of intelligent energy as representation of intelligent infinity, each ray having been previously inspected in other regards. This information may be of aid here. We speak now non-specifically to increase the depth of your conceptualization of the nature of what is. The universe in which you live is recapitulation in each part of intelligent infinity. Thus you will see the same patterns repeated in physical and metaphysical areas, the rays, or portions of light being, as you surmise, those areas of what you may call the physical illusion which rotate, vibrate, or are of a nature that may be, shall we say, counted or categorized in rotation manner in space-time, as described by the one known as Dewey, some substances having various of the rays in a physical manifestation visible to the eye. This being apparent in the nature of your crystallized minerals which you count as precious, the ruby being red and so forth. Questioner. This light occurred as a consequence of vibration which is a consequence of love. I am going to ask if that statement is right. Is that right, correct? Ra. I am Ra. This statement is correct. Questioner. Okay, this light then can condense into material, as we know it in our density, into all of our chemical elements, because of rotations of the vibration at quantized intervals or units of angular velocity. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. This is quite correct. Questioner. Thank you. I am wondering. What is the catalyst, or the activator of the rotation? What causes the rotation so that the light condenses into our physical or chemical elements? Ra. I am Ra. It is necessary to consider the enabling function of the focus known as love. This energy is of an ordering nature. It orders in a cumulative way from greater to lesser so that when its universe, as you may call it, is complete, the manner of development of each detail is inherent in the living light, and thus will develop in such and such a way, your own universe having been well studied in an empirical fashion by those you call your scientists, and having been understood or visualized, shall we say, with greater accuracy by the understandings or visualizations of the one known as Dewey. Questioner. When does individualization, or the individualized portion of consciousness, come into play? How does this individualization occur, and at what point does individualized consciousness take over in working on the basic light? Ra. I am Ra. You remain carefully in the area of creation itself. In this process we must further confuse you by stating that the process by which free will acts upon potential intelligent infinity to become focused intelligent energy takes place without the space-time of which you are so aware, as it is your continuum experience. The experience or existence of space-time comes into being after the individuation process of logos or love has been completed, and the physical universe, as you would call it, has coalesced or begun to draw inward while moving outward to the extent that which you call your sun bodies have in their turn created timeless chaos coalescing into what you call planets, these vortices of intelligent energy spending a large amount of what you would call first density in a timeless state. The space-time realization being one of the learned teachings of this density of beingness. Thus we have difficulty answering your questions with regard to time and space, and their relationship to the, what you would call, original creation which is not a part of space-time, as you can understand it. Questioner. Thank you. Does a unit of consciousness, an individualized unit of consciousness, create, say, a unit of the creation? I will give an example. One individualized consciousness creates one galaxy of stars, the type that has many millions of stars in it. Does this happen? Ra. I am Ra. This can happen. The possibilities are infinite. Thus a logos may create what you call a star system, or it may be the logos creating billions of star systems. This is the cause of the confusion in the term galaxy, for there are many different logos entities, or creations, and we would call each, using your sound vibration complexes, a galaxy. Questioner. Let's take, as an example, the planet that we are on now, and tell me, how much of the creation was created by the same logos that created this planet? Ra. I am Ra. This planetary logos is a strong logos creating approximately 250 billion of your star systems for its creation. The, shall we say, laws or physical ways of this creation will remain, therefore, constant. Questioner. Then what you are saying is that the lenticular star system which we call a galaxy, that we find ourselves in with approximately 250 billion other suns, like our own, was created by a single logos. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. This is correct. Questioner. Now, since there are many individualized portions of consciousness in this lenticular galaxy, did this logos then subdivide into more individualization of consciousness to create these consciousnesses, or divide into these consciousnesses? Ra. I am Ra. You are perceptive. This is also correct, although an apparent paradox. Questioner. Could you tell me what you mean by an apparent paradox? Ra. I am Ra. It would seem that if one logos creates the intelligent energy waves for a large system, there would not be the necessity or possibility of the further sublogos differentiation. However, within limits, this is precisely the case, and it is perceptive that this has been seen.